I think it was after the first scrimmage, Coach Stickert said he wanted to see less turnovers from you, less interceptions. And it seems like in the ensuing practices and now this scrimmage, that has been an emphasis because there just haven't been as many picks. Mm-hmm. What did you kind of do to shore those up and eliminate those from the practice games?
I think it's important to just be more conscious about it. Like, I'd go out there and just kind of go through my reads and throw it and just try to test what throws I can make, But I think pre-snap, pre-drive is just going and thinking like, hey, protect the ball, especially in the red zone. Like, it's super important to do, So just being more conscious of it is what I've done.
Kind of building off that here, John. Obviously being with the ones as spring's progressed here. How do you feel about how much you've grown in this short time period?
I feel real good. Going against the best players we have on a consistent basis obviously makes me better. Getting familiar with each other. Defense kind of knows our play calls now. So it means we just gotta make it happen at a more efficient rate, But I've definitely been better. Third down days, red zone days, I've learned a lot. We had a 2-minute drill on Tuesday, and we had an end-of-game scenario on Thursday, and it's just huge growth, like huge things that now that I know, I didn't even know before, But Cam got those reps, rightfully so, last spring, but it's been good. It's been real good.
How are scrimmages different for you than just a practice? Mm-hmm. Are there different things you're trying to do, or are you trying to be the same? Just walk us through a scrimmage.
Yeah, well, for me, it's not a whole lot different. Everybody else is live, but quarterbacks still aren't live. So I think the key on it is operating at a high level and giving everybody else the ball, because now they can show what they can do even when they get hit. Because in practice, it's just tag the hip and they're down. But out here, they have to get tackled. And a lot of those tackles are broken out here. So I don't think the scrimmages are really for us. Well, they are, because we have to operate and obviously get the ball. But it's not as different as it is for the other positions.
You said at the beginning of the spring you didn't come to Washington State to sit. You want to win the job. And amongst that healthy competition, how huge is this last week of spring going to be to kind of set the tone as you get into the offseason and ultimately the fall when that job is going to be, solidified, I guess?
It's going to be huge. I don't think it's bigger than what it's already been. I think it's all huge. And from day one, practice one, coming out here and showing that I want this job, I think it's been good. The healthy competition has been fun. Right, he had a good first couple drives and he had a good day. He's had a good spring, so it keeps motivating me, to be better, be focused, and it's been fun. But I think normal operation, right, going at it, trying my best every time, just like normal.
As far as not turning it over as much, is it a deal where you can think too much about it and you're not really yourself anymore, or how do you kind of find the balance between making an effort to not turn it over but not kind of psyching yourself out?
Yeah, there's definitely a healthy balance, because you can definitely be too conservative. Actually, in that end-of-game scenario, I was kind of being too conservative. We only had we had 30 seconds to get 60 yards, and I just didn't want to throw the game away with the pick, but you have to push the ball down the field, So different situations like that, but it's weird, and I'm still trying to find that balance, right? But it's a split-second decision, and you can't second guess, or it's just not going to work, But it's definitely a healthy balance.
A lot of young guys getting reps today. I mean, anybody stand out to you today? Watching from the sidelines on some of those different drives.
Yeah, I think all spring we've had a lot of freshmen that have really shown what they can do. I think Frank Casano, the linebacker, is just everywhere. He's a freak, man. Truly. I was telling AJ, who's out right now, but he's just really, really good. Wayshawn didn't really get a whole lot today. I think I kind of screwed him. I missed a read on a power play, but that's on me, But I think Frank has consistently been really good for us, and he's going to be really good.
And then, the spring game's kind of the grand finale for the spring. Just your overall thoughts going into final week here, and especially going into that game.
Yeah, it's bittersweet because, I love the spring game. Last year was a blast, The kids clinic before is a blast, being with the kids, and then the autographs after. Just the impact that we have is good to see with those kids. But I want to keep playing football. I go home next week, the week after, right? And it's cool. I love being home, obviously, but I don't get to put pads on until August, right? So it's bittersweet. I'm going to enjoy it. Only 3 practices left. Stay in the moment. Don't think about it too much. But I'm excited for that game.